Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Tunisian ghost. And this is going to be done with a regular crochet hook, so it's going to be super fun, especially if you've never tried Tunisian. I hope you try this out. It's a fun little project that works up super fast. So I am using my Furls Laurel wood Streamline hook and K 6.5 mm. And some Caron Simply Soft yarn and white. You can use any white acrylic yarn you have. A little bit of Polyfil Stuffing. I have a pair of safety eyes. You can make them different sizes to make it a little more fun if you want. And another safety eye to use as the mouth, but you could even embroider the mouth if you want. Yarn needle and scissors. So this is what you're gonna need, and it's super fun. I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Let's get started. All right, so first we're gonna start off by chaining 10. Right, so do our slip knot, and we are going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we are going to work into the back bumps and pick up a loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And remember that your first loop on your hook counts as the first stitch, and we never work into that one. So now I'm going to do the return pass. Chain 1, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 loops. Alright, so we have our foundation row, and now we are going to Tunisian simple stitch. So if this is your first time trying Tunisian crochet, I have tutorials for each technique and each stitch, so I'll link to that. You can click the eye above for the Tunisian simple stitch and foundation row. And so first what we're going to do is we're going to do simple stitches into the next three stitches. So you just pull up a loop into the vertical bar. So I did 1, 2, and 3. So we have these 3, and then what we are going to do is Tunisian simple stitch 2 together. I have a separate tutorial for that as well. I'll link it in the eye above. You can click that. So we are going to Tunisian simple stitch 2 together in the middle here. So just go through 2 vertical bars at the same time and pull up a loop. That's your simple stitch 2 together. And then we are just going to do a simple stitch into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we always work the last stitch as normal. We are going to go under both loops here and pull up a loop. That's our last stitch. Then we do a return pass. So chain 1, pull through 2, 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 all the way across. All right, so here we've decreased 1 stitch here, so we should have 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stitches. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to decrease again. So we're working into the first 3. We're just going to do simple stitches. So 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to do TSS 2 together into the next 2. And then we are going to do simple stitch into the next 2 stitches. And then we work into the last stitch as normal. And then chain 1 and work your normal return pass. So now we should be down to 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stitches, right? So then we are going to decrease one more time. So we are going to do TSS 2, so we're going to simple stitch into the next 2 stitches. Then we are going to do TSS 2 together, and then simple stitch 2 more, and then work our last stitch as normal right here. And then we are going to do our normal return pass all the way across. All right, so now we should have 7 stitches. We're down to 7 stitches here. All right, and then we are going to, we're just going to TSS across 2, 3, 4, 5, and then work the last stitch as normal. All right, and then we do our normal return pass all the way across. Okay, so we do that, and then we're just gonna continue doing that for the next 4 rows. So TSS across, Tunisian simple stitch across. And then just do our normal return pass. So that was my first one. I'm gonna do this 3 more times. So this is second row. Then we just return pass, and then we're gonna do another 2 rows. So 1, 2. So this is the 3rd row. We are just doing simple stitch across. Then our normal return pass. And then 1 more row we have to do just like that. So just simple stitch across. And then return pass all the way across. Okay. And then we are going to decrease again here. So TSS 2 together. Then we're just gonna simple stitch, and then another TSS 2 together, and then work the last stitch as normal. And then just do our normal return pass. And now we have 5 stitches. So now what we're gonna do is TSS across for the next 2 rows. So just simple stitch across for the next 2 rows. So right, and then normal return pass. So that was our first row, and we do that again for the second row. So simple stitch across, return pass. Alright, so this is what it should look like. And then we are going to increase. So I have a separate tutorial for how to increase. I use a little bit of a different technique here, but it's the same concept, so you could do it either way. You can either knit and simple stitch into the same stitch, or could do a yarn over. And here I've done a yarn over. So we're going to increase, and the way we do this is we are going to yarn over, simple, 1, 2, 3, and then simple stitch for 3 stitches, and then yarn over, and then work into the last stitch. So now we are back at 7 stitches, right? So then we're gonna do the normal return pass, right? All right, so now we are just going to TSS across for the next 4 rows. So 1, remember to work into the yarn over. So here we have a yarn over, and we are going to do a simple stitch into the yarn over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we should have a total of 7 stitches on our hook. So return pass, do our normal return pass all the way across, and we're going to do that 3 more times. So just simple stitch across. And then we do our return pass. So, and then 2 more rows. So simple stitch across for 2 more rows, right? So one last row, we're gonna simple stitch across. Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna do is simple stitch 2, and then we're gonna do a yarn over, and a simple stitch 2, and then a yarn over, oops, no, simple stitch 3. So we did TSS 2, yarn over, and then 1, 2, and 3. So simple stitch 3, and then we are going to work the last stitch as normal. All right, and then do our return pass. So now we should be back at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches. So we've increased 1 more stitch, and then we are going to Tunisian simple stitch 3. So 1, 2, remember to simple stitch into the yarn over, 3, and then right, TSS 3, and then we are going to do another yarn over, and then 1, 2, and 3 simple stitches again, then work your last stitch as normal, and then we are going to do a normal return pass all the way across. So now we should be back at 9 stitches, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't forget to count your yarn over. Okay, so now we're at 9 stitches. And this is the last part here. We're going to do a few more couple more rows. So then we're gonna do TSS4, so simple stitch into 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember to simple stitch into your yarn over here. All right, and then we are going to do one last yarn over and then simple stitch into 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to work our last stitch as normal. All right, and then do our normal return pass all the way across. Okay, so now we should be back at 10 stitches, what we started off with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have our 10 stitches here. Now the last row what we're going to do is just simple stitch across. And don't forget again to simple stitch into your yarn over. Okay, and then we are going to just do a normal return pass all the way across. Okay, and then the last step is we are going to bind off. All right, so I have a separate video also for how to bind off. Basically you do simple stitch and then pull your stitch through the previous loop. Pull up a simple stitch and just pull through. So we're just gonna bind off all the way across. Okay, and we are just pulling through and we did our bind off. Now we're just gonna take some yarn. I like to leave like a 12 to 18 inch tail because I'm gonna be using this to sew my ghost around. So I'm just gonna cut, and the best part about these projects is you don't have to really weave in your ends. I'm just gonna stick this in like so, and then flip it around to the side where you started off. You're gonna fold it over. So this is how we finished off, right? So this is how it looked when we finished it off. You're just gonna fold it over, and on the side, so this is the front side, this is the back side, I guess. It could be either way, you know, whatever you prefer, but I'm gonna flip to the side where I started because I like how this is a little bit pointier here. And now we are gonna attach our safety eyes. So from the top, could go into the third row here and just attach your eyes. I'm gonna do it up here. Maybe I'll do it the next, here I'll do it in the next row. So from the top into the 5th row, and then just pop in your safety eyes. I'm gonna attach the other one pretty close so it looks cute. You can space them out if you'd like, or you know, attach them however you like, or if you want to do embroidered eyes, you could do that as well. Where did my, right, so I've attached my eyes, and now you could even embroider eyes if that's something you prefer, but I'm just adding an extra black safety eye here, a little bit bigger than the eyes, so it's like it's a ghost just screaming boo. So we are just gonna attach that over here, and the next, skip a row in between and then into the next row. And now we are going to add some Polyfil stuffing. Actually, first I'm going to start sewing around so that, here we go. So just going to take this and I'm going to start sewing around. So you're just going to do a simple whip stitch sew around, folding it over, and then just whip stitch around like so, just going through the V's like that. Okay. So I'm just sewing around here. Right, just keep sewing around, and then when you get to the top, what I do is I'm just gonna weave it through to the other side like that. So now it's on the other side, and at this point, if you want, you can fill it in with your polyfill. Could do that. I'm going to take some polyfill and just stuff it. You don't have to do a lot since it's a small project. Just a little bit to get it to be a little puffy and so the safety eyes don't hurt. You could even embroider the eyes and mouth, like I said, if you want, but I wanted to just use safety eyes. All right, so then we are just going to close it up, continue sewing around just on this side as well. Right, and my favorite part is that you don't have to weave in any more ends, and we are just going to weave this into the project itself. So I'm just going to go through, go to the top, just pull, and we're just going to cut the yarn, and there you go. Here's a little creepy Tunisian ghost with a regular crochet hook. So it's a great project to try out some Tunisian crochet if you've been intimidated. It's a small project using your normal crochet hook. Hope you enjoy the tutorial. Boo! Happy Halloween!